So welcome to the MZ in the Shed series. As you can see, it's on the bench. Got a few new bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do is do it methodically. I'll work from the front back. So let's get this front end sorted. We've got the brake to try and improve. I've got some new shoes there. I've got a new tyre. Nice new Michelin. It's a City Extra. I've got these on my Cubs and they're bloody good tyres. I like them. A new Michelin tube. New brake shoes. Some spark plugs. A couple of different grades. Dropped it. A little clock I'm going to put on. Little self-adhesive clock. I'll stick that on the centre there somewhere. It's nice to have a clock. Because being 6 volt, I won't be able to use a phone charger. I could still put a phone mount on it though. Yeah, so I'm going to work from the front back. Front brake, front tyre. Indicators don't work, so I've got to sort them out. Not sure what to do about the mirror yet. I have got a bar end mirror I could put on there, which it should have. It's not a proper MZ one, it's a stadium mirror. So I may keep that one, don't know. So we'll do the front end, sort the indicators out, engine, check over service, check the timing, points, all that good stuff. Maybe change the oil, or check the oil, see how clean it is. So we've got the paintwork. I want to try and improve that somehow. Check the chain tension. Is the chain in good condition? Just generally clean and fettle through the bike, front to back. So first job, let's get this front wheel out and have a look at the front brake. So that didn't take long, did it? No trouble at all taking that wheel out. I'll look inside the drum. So the drum looks alright. Nice and smooth. Alright, cable's off. Let's have a quick look at this cable. So that's actually a Ven Hill cable. Quite a nice one. Yeah, nothing wrong with the cable, that's quite a good cable. I'm surprised somebody's put a Ven Hill one on there. That wouldn't have been cheap. So I don't think we can improve the cable. So what we'll do the sweaty part first and get the bloody tyre changed. So I've just got the wheel on the bench and just want to show you this tyre. See, that's the original German Newman tyre. And you can see the all the cracking and perishing. Yeah, not good. See, even the bearings look original. They, you know, replacements would have rubber seals, wouldn't they? Yeah, feels alright. Leave it for now. That could be another future project though. Put new seal bearings in, but they feel smooth, so we'll leave those for now. Right, let's Let the sweat and toil commence. I don't like changing tyres. Never have done. Too much like hard work. Yeah, let's get this off. Whether this has ever been off before or not, I don't know. Yeah, it's 48 years old. Surely that's not ever been off. Oh. Well, the bead's separated quite easily, so I didn't need to use the bead breaker. Make sure it's all free all the way around. I'm not worried about using rim protection because this rim has seen some action. Keep that side pushed in. Yeah, once you've got it partly off, you're there, aren't you? Tyre change. I won't show you much of this because it's not a tyre changing tutorial. Yeah, it should come off quite easily. Not too bad at all. Want to guess how many patches are on the tube? That's always a good game. The valve's rusty around there. Always a good idea to change the tube if you're putting a new tyre on. It's a Chengshin made in Taiwan tube, so it's not original. Do you know what? I can't see a single patch on it.
Let's hope the new one goes on as easy as this time off.
Oh, so this has obviously been off a few times, I expect. The rim's been cleaned inside here before. Just get any loose debris. Just using a bit of red Scotch-Brite. Make sure it's nice and clean. No sharp edges to dig into the new tube. Rim tape's in good condition. That's a newish one, so that's obviously been replaced. So what I'm going to do is spray some of this ACF50 in here and just wipe it off. Good stuff, that is. This is what it's for, ACF50. It's for, it was developed in the aircraft industry to stop corrosion on aluminium. And we'll be using a soap solution to put the tyre on. And the soap is a little bit corrosive, so that'll combat that. We'll get our rim tape back on. sure that's nicely centred on the valve hole. If I can find it, there it is. Yeah, get it centred in the middle over the spokes. There are no spokes sticking out or anything. Yeah, that's in really good condition, that is. Quite pleased with that. Check the spokes, they're all good. Yep, lovely. They've been painted at some time. Still, at least the rim hasn't. Could just give the quick rim a clean. I'm not going to go mad and polish the rims. This bike's never going to be a show queen, is it? That's part of its charm. We're just gonna use it. Exactly what it was meant for. A utility bike. So these valves always come with two nuts. Take one off and leave one on there. Don't take the second one off. So I use my Super Duper tyre inflator. I love this tool. Just going to put a bit of air in the tube. Just enough to give it some shape. So these have got direction of rotation on them. So for the front, it's got to go like that. So what I like to do, I put the tube with a bit of air in it, put the tube inside the tyre. Do that first. Right, there's our tube in. So what I've got is a squeezy bottle with a 50-50 mix of washing up liquid and water. And just squirt that around. Because it's got loads of washing up liquid, it won't evaporate very quickly. Like that. Let's put the valve, stick the tube that's already in our tyre, because this is one of the worst jobs, is finding that, getting that tube into that valve recess. So put your tube in the valve in the rim, put your securing nut on, but don't tighten it up at this stage. Just put it on a few threads just to stop it disappearing into the rim. It's just a case of getting that first bead on there now. Alright, that's our first bead on. Keep this side pushed in. Make sure that valve is pushed in. Yeah, just work your way around. If you pinch the tube, you'll know about it, because it'll go psst. You'll hear the air. Because you've put some air in it, you'll know you've pinched it. But because it's got air in it, it'll stay more or less inside the tyre. And there we have it. It's on. So while it's still soapy, pump the tyre up and that will pop the bead. Make sure your valve, not sure if you can see that, but it's still mobile. I can still push it in and out, so that's not trapped anywhere. Tyre inflator, put some air in it. So don't be afraid to put plenty of pressure in there for your initial inflation, just to get the tyre to even itself out on the rim. So that all looks nice and even. So what I'm going to do now is just give that a crude balance. Should stop at the heaviest point, which is pretty obvious. Just using a paddock stand and a bit of steel rod. Very simple. So normally the heaviest point will be the valve. And these tyres should have a spot on it really for the heaviest point, but this one didn't have any marks on it. I couldn't see any spot on it. It's a little bit unusual. So as we thought, the valve is the heaviest point. So I could do with a bit of weight on the opposite side. So I haven't got any weights, but I have got some really old lead solder. Proper old stuff this is. So this is the old-fashioned way of doing it. So the opposite spoke is that one to the valve. Just going to wrap it round the spoke. So I think we'll call that done for the front end. Feels a lot better, you can feel it, it's nice and grippy. And you've got that lovely new Michelin on there. All nicely balanced, all running true and smooth. Lovely jubbly. So that's the end of part one. Front end complete. Join me again for part two when we'll have a go at getting the indicators working, I think. Bit of electrical, not my strong point, but we'll have a go. If all else fails, I'm going to take the bloody things off. Regulations are, I think it's pre 1981 or something like that. You don't have to have indicators. So I might take them off. As being 6 volt, they're not great anyway. But we'll try and get them going. If not, they're coming off. So I'll see you on the next one.